everyone. This is Tanya from Sutari TV. We are at an excellent education event today called McDonald's Education Expo. This event is helping students grow, make the right choices, and it's providing them with the necessary support for college admissions. We will be talking to parents, students, and show you the highlights of the event. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Riley. What's yours?
My name's Tanya, thank you. So how did you find out about this event?
So, I was looking into college application processes and which college I wanted to go to. And one day my mom actually sent me an email about this upcoming event, and I was like, oh, it sounds interesting. Let's check it out.
And what grade are you in?
I'm currently in ninth grade.
Oh, wow, so early planner, huh? Yeah, okay. So what are you looking forward to in this event?
So I want to find out more about the college application process and what I have to do to get into a nice college.
Okay, that's good. And so have you already started preparing or just still researching?
I'm still trying to find out what I really want to do and where I'm going to go.
Oh, that's good. So have you found anything yet from this event that was helpful?
Actually, we just showed up, so I'm interested in looking around and seeing what there is.
Great. So good luck. I hope this event's helpful. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
What are you looking forward to in this event?
Just getting more information that's going to help my son get more information about what he wants to do for college. I mean, he has an idea of what he wants, but the more options he has, the better the decision he'll be able to make.
That's good. That's good. So is there something that you're stressed out about maybe in the college application process?
I don't know about the application process. My concerns are about the finances.
Okay.
Obviously, education is extremely expensive, although I tell my son so is ignorance. So, being ignorant is also very expensive, but I'm concerned about getting him into a program, a college program that we can afford, that'll still be beneficial to him and prepare him for life.
Have you looked into any specific colleges yet?
He's very interested in going the military route. He's looked at a few of the military options because he's very interested in that. And that's where his focus is at the moment, but I really want him to broaden his perspective a little bit to see what other things might be available. Obviously, with the military options, the finances are not a problem, but there's some trade-off there with your commitment in terms of your life after college. So he's sort of weighing those options, and because he doesn't really know in terms of a career what he wants to do yet, but he's only in the ninth grade, so it's we frequently, I think the average is people have about 3 careers over the span of their lifetime anyway, so it's fine. We're just trying to get as much information as we can.
Hello, what's your name?
Mamta?
And nice to meet you. So how did you hear about this event?
So a couple of my friends have high schoolers as well. So all of us anxious about how to help the kids. Came up in an event and I was told that it's there today. So want to check out what kind of things are there. So
And what grade is your child in?
he's a rising sophomore, so 10th grade.
What are your expectations from this event?
Well, I want to know what help I can provide outside of the school, like which can help him focus, guide what he needs to do, because as this is Bay Area, right? And it's not all about studying in a 10th grade. It is thousands of things which are needed other than studies. Being a working mom, it's very difficult for me to focus on. I'm kind of looking for help, and I am hoping this event will provide me some kind of pointers there.
So how stressful is the college admissions process compared to your work life and being a mom?
Well, very stressful, especially with the first kid, right? So I'm not sure it's same as in all like this in all states, but here what I see and hear from parents is lot of stress around. So I feel I don't know anything. I'm not doing anything at all for my kid, and that's where this falls in. But yes, it is much more stressful than doing my job as a mom or in my company. So
What have you learned from this expo so far?
I just entered in, so not much. So, but yes, there are a couple of names I heard earlier. For example, Insight Education, Alumni Education. I want to explore what kind of opportunities they are going to provide. So I'm hoping it will help me finalize one of the things which I want to go with for my kid.
Great. And have you started looking at colleges around yet?
He's in 10th grade, so first I'm more than colleges, obviously. As every other parent, I'll be hoping my kid go to some good college, Ivy or UC. So I have couple of college in mind, but that's not where I am right now. Right now is like even what he should be doing other than studies, focus-wise, that's where I am.
That's great. Thank you so much for speaking with us today, and good luck to you and your child for college.
Thank you.
Hello, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Manish Bhargav.
Nice to meet you. And so, what grade is your child in?
He's in 10th grade now.
Okay, that's good. So, what are you looking for from this event?
Just to understand a little bit about the process, especially I think starting 11th grade to get started on the like what to prepare in advance. So learning about those aspects.
Okay. And what do you think is the most stressful aspect of the college admissions process?
Just understanding the whole aspect, especially like what to expect from a parent's perspective, not having been born here, not having gone through the process here. Understanding that aspect is little stressful, so to understand that aspect earlier is better.
With me here, Senior Director of Marketing and Business Development of Flex College Prep, Sandhya Balakrishna. Welcome to Sitare TV.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have been in the industry since 2001. We have several programs that we offer to both middle and high school students. We offer test prep, SAT, ACT, getting into private high schools. We also offer homework help, subject tutoring, but our flagship program is college counseling. We help 9th grade to 12th graders how to get into the college of their dreams. We help them with the applications, their essays, what kind of extracurricular activities to choose, what kind of subjects to take, and so on. The very first time that India West offered this college fair, we partnered with Ramesh Buraka and India West. We developed the framework with India West to offer the college fair to all the high school students. So Ramesh, the India West publisher, came and asked us, how can you help with this? So we developed what kind of keynote presentations, what kind of topics, what kind of speakers, how many booths, how it should be packaged, and so on.
You said that you've been in the business since 2001. What changes have you seen in those 18 years?
We've been in this business, like I said. Of course, things have become very competitive, as everybody knows. When my kids graduated from high school, we thought it was competitive. It was much easier then. Now, even getting into the UCs, even though they're California residents, it's becoming harder and harder. So we help the students and let them, if your UCs is not an option for you, we tell them, hey, there are more than 1,000 colleges in the US, apply to those. It might be less competitive. So the main thing is how kids have to work harder and harder, not just academics, but also extracurricular activities. The holistic approach is what we teach them.
So you said that your company also helps with SAT and ACT prep, but with the standardized testing becoming more controversial and everything, what are your thoughts about that?
I think what my company counselors are saying these days is over the years, in next few years, most colleges might eliminate the SAT. Some colleges have already eliminated the SAT, but still, in order to get into college, it's for the UCs especially, it still counts a lot, the standardized test, so we have to do it, whether it's controversial or not. And private colleges are also looking for it, but many universities, I think like NYU and all, have eliminated the SATs because of all the controversies that's involved.
Do you personally think it's a good thing that they're eliminating slowly?
I'm not a counselor, I can't really answer that, but it is called the standardized test. It is one way to gauge where the students stand, especially for students who come from international schools or especially international schools. It's one way for the universities to gauge where they stand as compared to the rest of the students in this country.
I have with me here CEO of Illumin Education, Mr. Elton Lin. Welcome to Sitare TV, and thank you so much for coming to this noble event.
Oh, thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Love being here.
So, what exactly is Illumine Education's goals?
So Illumina Education does college admissions counseling and life coaching, and we work with high school students anywhere from the beginning of high school all the way through until they apply to college. And we walk with them through every element of planning to be a better applicant. So whether it's your activities planning, choosing your courses, when to take your tests, summer planning, everything under the sun with regards to helping students reach their goals and to be better college applicants.
Yeah. So, what changes have you seen over the years in the college admission?
I think without question, there's like more college applicants. There's more people in the applicant pool, and college admissions officers are seeing the same students over and over again. And even for us, we work with maybe about 110, 120 students every year, and we're seeing the same profile of students over and over again. So how do students really set themselves apart? What can they really do to really show their unique leadership contribution, their passions and their interests, and really demonstrate that effectively to college admissions officers? And I think what we want to do is we want to help students not fabricate their activities or their profile, but really go deeply into what they do and help them demonstrate their unique contributions to the schools that they want to go to. With regards to test optional schools, I definitely applaud universities for going more test optional in order to reach a larger, broader applicant pool, maybe from lower income school districts. But I think for our students who are mostly coming from middle income and up neighborhoods and school districts, they still really need to focus on getting good scores on their SATs and ACTs. And really it's about strategic positioning and how students can really demonstrate their ability. So oftentimes it's really contextual as far as which students should be taking the SAT or the ACT.
So, what does your company do to help lower income students?
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually work with a batch of students, pro bono students. So we maybe work with maybe around 6 to 8 students pro bono every year from applying to college, helping them write essays. And we really want to not only work with our normal families, but really find ways to provide our services free of cost to students who really need that support. So we're really trying to do our best to share as much as we can and as freely as we can.
Wow. Thank you so much for speaking with us today and for attending this event and reaching out to everyone.
Thank you, Tanya. Good and great job to you as well. So keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. We are at an excellent education event today called McDonald's Education Expo. This event is helping students grow, make the right choices, and it's providing them with the necessary support for college admissions.
I'm with Wells Fargo Education Financial Services, and we're very excited today to be a part of the India West College Expo. As a sponsor, we are here to be able to provide students and parents with information that can help them navigate the college planning process, specifically providing them information on how they can get the financial aid award letter from the colleges and universities they're interested in attending, as well as sharing information on scholarship opportunities that are available through TFS Scholarships, which is a scholarship database that Wells Fargo sponsors. It provides students with access to over 7 million different scholarship opportunities through tuitionfundingsources.com. So we're very excited to be able to provide tools and resources for families as they are navigating the college financing process. I did share some resources that we have available. We do have a lot of information that students can use to help them navigate the financial aid process. They can always visit wellsfargo.com/5 steps to get information on the 5-step guide to paying for college. They can also access TFS scholarships at tuitionfundingsources.com, which is a scholarship database that has over 7 million different scholarship opportunities, free of charge, to help them find resources that can help pay for college.
I have with me here Operations Associate Ronald from McDonald's. And thank you for coming here and welcome to Sitari TV. Thank you so much for supporting this event that helps kids achieve their goals. Why did your company choose to sponsor this event?
Because McDonald's is all about education and all about reaching out to the community and helping those have those financial needs to pay for college. And that's what we're all about. That's the heartbeat of the brand.
What does McDonald's gain out of this experience?
What do we gain? We just gain people that is more educated. That's pretty much it. You know, just to see a better person, watching and seeing people reach their full potential. And I think that's the heartbeat again of us just coming out and reaching out to the community and helping anybody that needs help. That's what we are here for. McDonald's, they do offer the scholarship to their employees. All you have to do is have part-time, work 15 hours a week, and they have money for upfront money for their crew members and their management, things like that. And McDonald's is also involved in community outreach and workshops such as this to educate people about, you know, the different scholarship opportunities they have for, you know, McDonald's.
Any advice for the high schoolers and our Sitari TV viewers out there for college?
Yes. I would like to tell anybody that's looking forward to going to college, don't ever give up on your dreams. Use all the resources available for you, and you will overcome any obstacle, any barriers. Just don't stop dreaming.
This is Neha Gupta reporting live from India West event. I am so excited to be here. I am the founder of College Shortcuts, and one of the things we do is we help students all over the country figure out exactly what they're passionate about, write amazing essays in the admissions process, and get into their dream school. 95% of students that work with us typically get into their top 3 choices. And I'm so excited. I'm giving away my book here, College Shortcuts, as well as the 4-year plan. And I'm going to be speaking a lot about the college admissions scandal and how to make sure that your child is taken care of in the process. If you want to learn more, feel free to go to collegeshortcuts.com and learn more about what we do for students all the way from 7th grade all the way through college. My passion is really making sure that kids really figure out what it is they truly desire and love in this world so that they can be the next generation of tomorrow. So I'm so excited to be announcing all the amazing work that we're doing at College Shortcuts.
How many congressmen are there today of Indian origin? How many do we have in the US Congress House of Indian origin? 4, right? Ro Khanna, now you're right. Ro, Premla, Krishnamurthy, and Ami Vera from Sacramento. How about we adding a 5th US Congressman? How many would like to see a 5th one elected this year or next year? Raise your hands. All right, folks, guess who's here in our midst? A very dynamic young individual who is actually running for the United States Congress from Silicon Valley's Congressional District 18. He is a longtime resident of Silicon Valley. He is a high-tech software executive. He is a resident of Saratoga and an elected leader representing his city. His wife also works full-time in the networking industry and an equal partner in his community efforts. As an immigrant engineer working for IBM, he found his calling as an activist, stepping up for complex community challenges that he could not ignore. He is not a career politician and brings a fearless, data-driven agenda to deliver results cheaper, faster, and better. He is currently on the executive board member and delegate of the California Democratic Party, representing his district AD28. As a council member of Saratoga, he led the charge to reject water rate increases, and he's made a good effort to drop the crime rates. This led to his re-election with the most votes in Saratoga's election history. He believes in citizen-centric values as an elected leader, and he has pledged that he will not take any donations from special interest groups for his campaign. Ladies and gentlemen, he joined us kind of late today, plus please give a big round of applause for our future Congressman, Rishi Kumar.
Thank you, Ramesh. Really appreciate your leadership for many decades here in the Bay Area, and you're empowering the community with information and with engagement. You're playing a very, very critical role. So thank you, Ramesh, for decades worth of leadership and the India West team.
Hello friends, I'm here at the Education Expo at the India Community Center. It's a fabulous day. I see a lot of high energy kids who are here and the parents, a little nervous parents perhaps, but it's an educational experience because we have lots of college coaches, we have some exciting panel discussions, and we are really talking about empowering these kids, providing them opportunities in college and providing them the gateway, that knowledge that is needed for them to succeed in college. Now, if you missed out, you still have an opportunity. Connect with the India West team and they will connect you with all these folks who are here, who are providing that information, that knowledge that is needed for our kids to succeed as they apply to college. I was one of the keynote speakers here today. I really enjoyed having conversation about not only education but also STEM and all these things that make Silicon Valley very exciting. As you know, we are in the midst of an internship program here, in the midst of a congressional run. And what we have is an internship program for young middle school, high school, and college students. We just wrapped up a summer internship with a couple hundred college students and high school students, and they were actually doing policy research, doing data analytics, they were doing canvassing, but really it's all about changing the world, and that's the opportunity you have. You can find that information on my website, rishikumar.com, and if you missed out, please make sure you join in next year, because this is a fabulous gathering spot for people to get engaged with what's going on, how the landscape of college admissions are changing, and how exactly we need to be ready to make sure that our kids get the opportunity to go to a nice university that will hopefully change their life and make them a better person. Thank you.
I have talked to many students and parents, and they all seem genuinely stressed about the college admissions process, applications, and the finances, as it's very hard to study and it's very expensive to study these days. Let's talk to the organizers now, Insights Education and India West. I have with me here the owner of Insight Education, Purvi. Nice to meet you, and thank you for coming to this event here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. So, what exactly does Insight Education do, and how do you guys help the society?
So we've been around for the last 20 years in the Cupertino Bay Area. We've also expanded our offices. Our goal is really to help kids with the entire educational process. So we do have a focus on college admissions process, but we help kids thinking about activities and testing, extracurriculars, also just really helping them find the skills to be successful through our life. So our motto is apply to college, prepare for life, because it's not just about getting into college.
So do you guys also help children decide a field for them, something that's perfect for them? Because lots of children are often confused.
Yeah, we try to help them find opportunities to explore the things that they're interested in. And the reality is that a lot of kids, they have ideas of what they want to do, but it changes throughout their life, and it changes actually when they even go to college. So we do give them exposure, but we also want them to be open to new experiences and new ideas versus just, these are the 3 ideas or career paths I can follow. I'm like, there's actually an infinite number of possibilities that you can pursue, but being successful in any one of those is really our goal, but also thinking about what's a path they might want to follow. So one of the things that we love to do is to be able to spread good information to people. I think there's so many myths out there and so much misinformation that can actually be very daunting and scary for people. So one of our goals is to be able to spread the right information, actually give people confidence about the process, and also feel like their entire life shouldn't revolve around the process. There's so much more to who they want to become. So it's really bringing information, also hopefully a little bit of calm.
Some may say that the education system today is outdated. What are your thoughts and comments on that?
Yeah, I've heard that a lot, that people are like, well, you don't really have to go to college to be able to pursue a certain degree. And I do agree with that. In fact, one of the things I often say is that the information you learn in college is outdated so quickly. Just new technology, new innovations happen. But what you get from college is how to learn about things, how to think about ideas, how to problem solve, how to interact with different people, how to get exposure to new experiences and cultures and backgrounds, and all of this stuff is really helping students to develop skill sets to be successful in college. So it's not just about information collection. That's not the reason you go to college. It's for so much more than that.
And so there are many controversies around the SAT, and recently we also heard that lots of rich people and celebrities, they paid a lot of money to get their children into high colleges. It's really discouraging for the kids who work really hard though, so what are your comments on that?
Yeah, I mean, when the controversy came out, I was surprised by the extent to which people went to get their kids into college, but I wasn't that surprised, to be honest with you. The reality is that it's a very stressful process, and people are trying to find any which way they can get in. That being said, there will be more scandals in the future. There's a study came out that about 80% of people don't believe that the admissions process is fair. So there's that's out there, but the reality is that kids shouldn't really obsess about that and focus on that. They should focus more so on being the best that they can be, to then give themselves the best chance of actually getting into college. So we try to stay away from like those controversies and be like, yes, okay, you know what, it's not right, it's not fair. Admissions officers are good people in general, and they're working really hard to make sure that this process is as fair as possible. So we have to have a little bit of faith in the system.
So any last advice for our viewers?
I would really just tell our families that you didn't have kids to just get them into college, and so you really want to enjoy their childhoods with them. Try not to focus and obsess about the admissions process too much, but rather helping them develop the skills to be successful, because that way they can be successful wherever they go. So it's just one thing I really want parents and students to know, that it's not all about getting into college, it's really about life.
I have talked to many students and parents, and they seem to be very stressed out about the college admissions process and the applications. So it's a great thing that this Education Expo has been organized for the kids to see and explore different resources.
So, Mr. Murarka, you are the man behind this event, and it seems to be very successful today.
Yes, I'm so glad. After a lot of effort, it's come together very nicely.
Very nicely.
Thank you.
So, what are the challenges you faced this year?
Well, there's always, the community has grown so much that no matter what day I choose, there's always some other competing events that happen. Like today, early morning, ICC itself had the Sevathon, right?
Yes.
Same day.
Same day.
Then Neeraj, who owns Radio Zindagi, after I announced my event, 2 months later, he announces Ganesh Utsav. So I said, Neeraj, why are you doing this? He said, I don't know. So anyways, but we work against this. So what we do is I promote the event across all media, mainstream media. So we ran ads in San Jose Mercury. We ran ads in Tri-City Voice, which is the Fremont newspaper. Then I ran ads on your TV program, Showbiz, B4U. So we covered literally every possible media outlet we could. And then people, word of mouth, people find out. This happens once a year. So if they miss it, they'll have to wait another year. Also, if they're, let's say for parents, the child is getting ready to go to college, this is it. If you miss it, then there's no second chance. And the information that they're gaining tonight is absolutely amazing.
Right, I was here listening to some of the keynote speakers, and they were talking about the, like a scholarship and all those things.
Yeah. Well, even before the scholarship, the main challenge is to get into the school that you want. Once you cross that and you got in, then you try to cover your financial costs. So there are 2 steps basically here. We went to college in Stanford in '69, long time back. We didn't have Google then. We didn't have access to information like we do. Now today Google is the answer it all. Any question you have, chalo Google pe jaake dekhte hain. And even medical issues. Now I personally, to go to a doctor to figure out what's wrong, first you call Kaiser, they give you appointment 4 days later. Then he sees you. Then he sends you back home and says, no, you got to go see a specialist. So 2 trips to Kaiser, there's 7-8 hours of my time gone. So I can Google it saying, I have pimple or I have this, I have stomach ache, and WebMD comes up. So you're right, there's a lot of information available, but still, the new things that come out, the reason these colleges are so prized and prestigious, because they encourage research. See, when I was at Stanford, the amount of research that was going on, that's what makes the college unique. And the number of textbooks that those professors write. So those become the Bible, So my professor, Benjamin, especially in engineering, his book was considered the Bible for civil engineering. So things like this, yeah.
So this is your 7th year.
7th year, right.
Have you seen any difference or changes in the education system?
Not seen the system, I can't tell because I'm not going to school. But in the admission process, yes, there are changes. In fact, the current speaker right now on stage, she's talking about it, post-scandal. And she just made a good point. She said the scandal was only like 2-3% of the total admissions that happened. So there is 4 million applications that are done each year, and only 8 or 10 families got caught in the scandal. So it's a very minuscule portion of it. Okay, but then again, all the speakers today had a different take on what it takes to give you one edge. See, the biggest problem with Indians is they're all so well educated. They all get excellent scores, and now then they're up against the rest of the Chinese are doing well, the whites. Now, how do you give yourself that edge to be a little bit ahead of the? So 1600 SAT score, this grade, 3.9, perfect, fine. Then what? Because everybody is applying is already there. So that little extra edge is most of what the conversation today is. Look at the spelling bee. Last time 12 winners, 11 Indians. They're so darn good. Geography B, Indians. Intel, science scholarships or science competition, Indian. Everywhere. Our children are doing amazingly well. So their parents don't need to be bribing. All they need to do is give their child a little extra edge. That's all they need, and that's what today's event is all about.
Wish you all the best for
Okay.
the next year.
Thank you very much.
There are no other events.
Well, I'll try, but the community has gotten so big now. So even though I announced my events in February, they still come along after me and they keep announcing on the same day. So I've accepted it now.
Yeah, it's a good weather, so people want to take advantage.
Right. And everybody wants to do things just before Diwali.
Yes.
So before the Navratri, Diwali kicks in, they need to finish up all this. So.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Okay, thank
for
you.
doing this. It's a noble cause.
Thank you.
The students are being benefited
Oh,
by this.
they're very, very grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of good information, and so they're very happy. Thank you for joining us this year.
Thank you.